Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the first update for my ultimate eyeshadow project pan. I took inspiration for this project pan from Joanna on Instagram, so I have linked her Instagram page below. Joanna typically does a pan that palette every year, but she decided not to this year and incorporate many different elements of project pans into one project just to get a taste of everything. And I love that idea because I have been struggling with my eyeshadow panning for years, and it's something I'm not ready to completely let go of. I have a lot of eyeshadow and I love visually seeing pans in my eyeshadows, but I just struggle to get there. So I am emulating what she is doing, but I tweaked it for myself as well. So in this project pan, we are trying to finish one shade, hit pan in the oldest eyeshadow we have that doesn't have pan yet. We are hitting pan in a randomized eyeshadow. We are choosing a palette we want to work on for 10 uses, and randomizing a palette that we are going to use 10 times as well. So we do still have some of the randomized elements. We are also being intentional in using things up and hitting pan on the eyeshadows that need it, and still getting to play with eyeshadow palettes that we just want to be using in the moment. This is the first update, but I've been working on this project for 2 months now because I got behind, but I am now getting back on track. So the eyeshadow I'm trying to finish comes from my oldest palette, which is my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio. This is kind of my baby pan that palette, if you will. My lid has now officially broken. This is old as dirt. I have pan in all 3 shades, and I'm going to try and finish them one at a time if possible. I have not been only focusing on the shade I'm trying to finish, which is the Brow Bone shade, but that one does have the most usage. I will be showing you what this palette looked like when I rolled it in, and now what it looks like today. I have used the Brow Bone shade 12 times. I have used the crease shade twice, and I have used the eyelid shade 8 times since rolling it in. And now that my lid has officially broken and I have little plastic bits floating around, I think I'm going to have to depot these shades, but we'll see what I can do about that. That is really frustrating. Yeah, there's plastic pieces falling all over my lap. My overall goal with that little trio is I would like to use it a minimum of 100 times this year. And so far this year I have reached for 16 times, which I'm now realizing means my tracking per shade is probably inaccurate, but I have for sure reached for 16 times this year. I know that for sure based on my tracking spreadsheet. Next up is the oldest eyeshadow in my collection without pan, and the oldest eyeshadows in my entire collection are my Makeup Geek singles, at least the OG 9. It was like the everyday starter pack or something like that. I'm not sure. So the eyeshadow out of those 9 shades that I originally bought, I actually only have 4 of those remaining. These 2, while they are Makeup Geek shadows, are newer. So these 4 come from that original set of 9, and I'm trying to hit pan on Creme Brulee. There is actually quite a dip happening in here, which I hope you'll be able to see, though I know I'm so far from pan. I've only reached for this 6 additional times. One thing I didn't consider, this and the next shade I'm going to share with you are very great everyday neutrals, but the palette I chose myself is also great everyday neutral. So and actually now that I'm thinking about it, my Project Level Up palette, so there's only so many neutral brown kind of crease shades I could use at one time, so I'm trying to use them all a little bit. But maybe the smarter thing for me to do would be to hone in on one and move it out. After we do hit pan on that, because these 4 shades were the oldest, I will be moving on to one of them. I'm happy to be getting used to those, and I discovered quite a few Makeup Geek singles in my collection that had just completely dried out and had no pigment left to them, so this was a really great item to roll in. The randomized eyeshadow I pulled in for this project to hit pan on comes from none other than my GlamLite Ice Cream Dream palette. This palette just loves being in the spotlight. This time the randomly selected shade was Peanut Butter. So a bit darker. Let's see if I can hold them side by side. You can't see nothing. Okay, you can see that Peanut Butter is definitely darker than Creme Brulee. But I have yet to hit pan in this palette, and I have had this in many a project. I have used Pistachio over 30 times in pan those eyeshadows. I've used Pecan Praline about 30 times. And now I'm working on Peanut Butter, and there's quite a lot of dips happening in shimmer shades, but no dips except for maybe the teeniest one in Pistachio after 30 uses. So I really don't have the highest of hopes for hitting pan on this. So I'm going to say after 25 uses I can roll this out, whereas with Creme Brulee, as it is the oldest eyeshadow, I'm really going to dedicate myself to hitting pan in that shade, but I will let this one roll out after 25 uses. And I've only reached for it 4 times so far. I can't remember if I said that or not. Next are the palettes I'm using 10 times, and through those 10 uses I also have like kind of a side goal to no pan left behind them. Just since I'm reaching for them so often, I don't want it to only be for a handful of shades. Now if I pull in like a really large palette or like a rainbow palette, I might not be so strict on that, but with these palettes I've pulled in, my goal is to no pan left behind them as well. The palette I chose is the newest palette to my collection, my most recent purchase. This is the Singe Beauty Paisley Hoot palette. I bought this palette myself, but I am an employee of the brand, so for FTC guidelines I'm supposed to say that, which I didn't know before. My apologies. So my goal is to use this Paisley Hoot palette 10 times, and I've used it 4 times so far. Since rolling it into this project, I've created 4 really different looks. Despite this being a neutral palette, this has so much variety. This is the palette I'm wearing today. It's the palette I was wearing in my last video that I posted, and you guys really seem to love that eye look too. That look was very cool toned, kind of a cut crease shape. I had a lot of fun doing that one as well. I am absolutely loving this palette. I already knew I liked the Singe Beauty eyeshadow formula because I also own Agate Temptation. In terms of no pan left behind, I have used 8 out of the 12 shades in those 4 uses. The only shades I have yet to reach for since putting it into this project are Earthy and Paisley. And not that these are hard shades for me to use, I just haven't gotten to them yet. And I also have not used Groovy or Tie-Dye since tracking for this project pan. I'm pretty sure I've used Tie-Dye and Paisley in the past, but just not since rolling it in, as I've said 3 times now. I am really loving this palette. As I said, I think this is a great twist on neutrals. Definitely feels like Angelica because of the 70s vibes, and in the last year or so she definitely has been having more neutral looks, which has been fun. This has been a good palette for me to use before I head to work. Lastly, the randomized eyeshadow palette that got rolled in was my Shroud and Batty Bean, or Batty Bean now, eyeshadow palette, and this, it's a good thing it was rolled in because I haven't used it in a long time. I love the shades in here and I love Batty Bean as a creator, but I was really disappointed in how Shroud, like the cosmetic company, handled this launch and then launches afterwards, and they have since closed down. I have reached for this 2 times since rolling it in, and it just reaffirmed that I really love having these shades in my collection. I do think that these have deteriorated a little bit as it has aged, but I'm still happy to get some use out of it. I have only used 4 out of the 9 eyeshadows in those 2 looks. So I have used Spooky, Apparition, Zero, and Derby. I created 2 purple leaning looks. And so I still need to use the greens, which I probably should have done around St. Patrick's Day, but it's too late for that now. These are like very fun. They're like spring greens with like a murky undertone. So I'm sure I will get use out of these this spring at some point. I'm noticing Sam has quite a lot of spooky fallout sprinkled in here, which is a bit unfortunate. The mattes are super pigmented and a bit powdery, so they are a little tricky for me to work with, and I don't remember again if that's coming more with age. And I will also say my Adams shade looks to have rust in the pan around the edges, so I'm not really sure how I feel about that, and if that is something I should avoid using, you can let me know in the comments. But I have used this 2 out of 10 times. So as you can see, even though it has been 2 months, I do not have a rollout for my Ultimate Eyeshadow Project Pan yet, but I'm well on my way with some of these shades. But I do feel I'm making good progress. The dip is certainly expanding on my Makeup Geek single, and I've gotten a lot of use out of my Singe Beauty palette specifically, and I think those 2 are the ones I'll be rolling out, hopefully for the next update. You'll have to let me know which eyeshadow themed project pans are your favorites to watch. I love finding more creators and more project pans to watch, but this is my take on an eyeshadow project pan for right now. And I'm also participating in Project Level Up by Sophie, which I do need to film an update for as well. I completely got off track, but this is me climbing back on, you know? I am in such a weird mood. I'm gonna wrap this up and stop chatting your ear off. Thank you so much for watching today's video, even though there was no rollouts. If you made it to this point in the video, I would love if you left an owl in your comment to represent the Paisley Hoot palette. I think that would be really fun. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!